So your mom or dad is ready to sell the big house and right size into something smaller. That is awesome because I love this option for a lot of families. But here's what I want you to know before you start browsing the MLS at midnight. Buying and selling at the same time is one of the trickiest moves in real estate. And if you don't coordinate it well, it can get really stressful really fast. I've seen it done beautifully and I've seen it turn into a mess. And the difference usually comes down to planning. If you're new here, my name is Meredith Davis with the Wildflower Properties Group, brokered by KSP, right here in Houston, Texas. This is actually one of my favorite situations to work with families on, because I get to be part of helping someone step into their next chapter of their life. A smaller, more manageable home with less upkeep. Maybe it's something closer to family. And with the right equity from the bigger home, they can often buy the smaller place outright or with a very small mortgage. And that's a really good feeling for me. Okay, so let's talk about how this actually works. First, you need to understand your timing. Most people want to sell first and then buy, and that makes sense. You want to know exactly what you have to work with before you commit to something new. The challenge is, where do you live in between? If you don't have a family to stay with, you may be looking at a short-term rental or a temporary apartment while you search. Some people do it the other way. They find the new home and then sell. This works if your parents can carry both properties for a period of time, or if you can negotiate a longer closing timeline on the new purchase. The third option is a simultaneous close where both transactions happen on the same day. And it's doable, but it really requires tight coordination between everyone involved. Now, what kinds of homes work well for this move? In Houston, I love patio homes and garden homes. They're low maintenance, usually one story, and they often sit in great locations. Townhomes inside the loop are another great option if your parents want to be close to everything. But most of those townhouses will have stairs, so these homes may not be an option. And also, there's some really nice 55 plus communities in the Houston area that come with amenities built right in. My parents took that route and they love it. They go to water aerobics, my mom takes line dancing classes, and they've met a lot of new friends. In terms of budget, your parent is selling a $400,000 to $600,000 range home. They often have enough equity to buy something outright in the 250 to 400 range, which means no mortgage payment. And that can change their monthly living expenses completely. Here's something I do with every client in this situation. Before we talk about what they want to buy, we talk about how they want to live. What does a typical day look like? Do they drive still? Do they want to walk to things? Do they want a smaller yard? Or do they never want to see a lawnmower again? Those answers will lead us to the right neighborhood and the right home, way faster than just looking at square footage and price. Selling the big house and buying something smaller is a great option for a lot of families. But the key is coordination and knowing what kind of lifestyle your parent wants to step into. In the next video, we're going to talk about a totally different option. What if they don't want to buy at all? What if renting actually makes more sense? There are some situations where it really does make sense. My parents sold the big house and then they rented. They didn't want to worry about anything. They just wanted to live a carefree lifestyle. And I just want to make sure that you know what the other options are. So I hope to see you in the next video.